What is up, flourishing friends? It's Dr. Evelyn, and I have a 10-minute mobility workout. I don't even know if I'd call it a workout. A 10-minute mobility set for you that highlights what is important movements to me, I think. And I honestly do a lot of stuff like this. If I have 10 minutes and I just need to move my body, this is the kind of stuff that I prioritize. This is not going to be an aggressive workout by any means, but it is going to be some that gets your body moving in different ways and that you might find challenging. So just listen to yourself, take it slow, make sure that you are having fun and staying curious, and we'll get into it. So first we're going to start laying down on our mats. So if you have a mat, you can, or just a rug. We're not going to be doing like aggressive sit-ups or anything like that where we really need a mat. But we are going to start by just activating our core a bit and getting into it. So I'll just bring this down a little bit. All right, great. Go ahead and lay on your back. Meet me on the mat. Okay, so we're laying on our back with our knees bent, and you could have your legs straight if you want to. I just find that having the knees bent gives my back personally a little bit of just like more ease, less tension, also softens the abdomen. And that's what we're gonna start with, okay? So we're just gonna start with abdominal, release. So many of us are sitting and we're hunched forward. And we forget that these upper abdominal muscles can get really tight. So we're just gonna start by breathing. Trying to create some space in that upper abdominal. And just moving across the way. And I'm taking like a flat palm and just really gently getting in there. If you find a knot, just breathing into it. Oof, I can feel this is my diaphragm because it's referring kind of deep into my sternum. I'm hearing my body say, that's a little aggressive, Evelyn, so I'm backing off a little bit. I'm just sending it loving light. And we want to do this for about 2 minutes, because if we're not doing it for 2 minutes, we don't really give our body a chance to let go. We don't really get that fascia moving. So you can do a pin and stretch, which is where you keep your hands just kind of still. You keep some tension on that muscle, and then you just breathe in. Take the muscle through its range of motion. Or you can do more of the movement with your hands. They are both really effective. We often forget to, just kind of prime ourselves before movement. We think, I've only got 10 minutes. I really need to do something aggressive. But we don't. It's also so good to check in with how we feel at the start so that we can tell what's changed after. All right. Now that our lungs and our upper abdominal and our diaphragm have a way to move, we can start moving a little bit more. So we're gonna take a few of these nice diaphragmatic breaths, these hypopressive breaths. If you want a little bit more explanation on this, you can see my other video on abdominal massage and on the vacuum breathing. Just for now, take it a really nice, try to think about getting your head really long and your tailbone really far away from your head, the crown of your head. So you're already just stretching out as much as you can. And you can almost you can put your hands on your thighs just to kind of create a little bit more decompression and distance. So you're breathing in and you're trying to breathe into your ribs 365 degrees around, okay? 360, you want to make big rib cage. So inhaling, exhaling, you want to let your rib cage relax together. we want our lungs to be like a bellows, right? Okay. You don't need to be blowing out all the air and really making it contract. You just want to be letting it knit together nicely. Small contraction in the front of the ribs. And one more inhale here. Okay, and exhale. And then on your exhale, you're holding your breath out. And then I want you to try to stretch your ribs. Getting really nice and tall through your spine without breathing in. So you're on the exhale, you hold the exhale, and then you try to create that stretch with the ribs, and it almost makes it suck in a little bit, but it's not coming from the tummy, it's coming from the ribs opening, and we're creating that vacuum, right? Okay, and then breathing. Taking 2 more normal breaths. And exhale. Breath in. Getting tall, tall, tall. And out. Getting taller still. Hold your breath at the bottom. And then stretch the ribs. And then inhaling, exhaling, we're going to take 1 more breath, and exhale, and then hold, stretch the ribs, oh, that feels so good. I just heard my stomach gurgle. I know that I'm ready to play. Roll over to your side. Come on up into the seated position. Now from here, we're gonna just wake up our psoas and our legs by just giving a little wiggle waggle. You can also just kind of feel how are our legs doing. How's our spine doing? We can kind of test how much range of motion we have right now. Still trying to maintain those breaths though. You can start to kind of creep forward a little bit if that feels good. This motion shouldn't be wiggling your feet. We're not going with the ankles. We're using the hip to internally rotate and wiggle waggle. All right, guys, feeling awake. You can kind of see where you're at here. Oh, that just gave me a little bit more flexibility without just like statically stretching. All right, gonna make our way up to standing. So I will do a little bit more movement, a little bit aggressive movement. So let's start by just arm swinging, okay? Got our legs in a nice bent, dynamic, stretchy posture. And our shoulders here, we just want to be taking as much tension out of the shoulders as possible while still maintaining that spine that's open, those rib cage that are expanding. So we kind of do something like this. Our fascia absolutely loves being loaded and then released to do its own thing and to rebound. So when we do this, we're letting our fascia feel so good. All right, I'm gonna show from the side. I'm not locking out. I'm just letting the pattern go, and I'm engaging my whole posterior chain. Look at how straight my back is. I'm not going like this. Okay, that is kind of aggressive on our back. I'm maintaining my core. I'm going all the way up on my tiptoes to get that whole posterior chain. Oh, it feels so good. If you need to make this movement smaller, that's okay. You're still doing it. You just want to get that rhythm. Okay? So arm swings. Well, let's do some side to side arm swings. Oh, I love this for opening up the hips, opening up the chest. Again, I'm not slouching. This is when we start to get, we have our neutral spine, our rib cage open. Oh, my hips just love this, absolutely love this. My feet are kind of turned out, so I'm getting that extra opening of my psoas and hip flexors. Guys, oh, body loves this. All right, that was 10 minutes. All right, there you go. Your 10-minute mobility challenge, and do that every day, and you're gonna feel amazing.